Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create a camera for this scene. I'm going to go to layer new camera, and I can customize any of these features if I need to. So when I first look at it, if I was to move my camera around, instead of panning, by default it kind of rotates, and you notice the reason why is there's this little dot right here. It's the point of interest for the camera, and wherever this is where the camera is going to face. So if I move it up or down, it's going to just kind of rotate, always facing towards this point. Now I can also move the point of interest. Now what I want to do is I kind of want to have my camera pan down, and I want the point of interest to follow the actual position of my actual camera, rather than just rotating along a path. So what I'm going to do is, with my point of interest selected and highlighted, I'm going to go to Animation, Add Expression, and I'm going to drag this little pick whip all the way to the position, and then now you can see it's going to mirror the position of the camera. So basically I can move and I can pan the camera around without the camera actually rotating. So I can start a keyframe up here. Let's say I want a dramatic title intro right here, some text flows on, and then the camera can basically pan down to reveal our character. Or if I want to start over here, and then maybe the camera pans this way. As you can see, no matter which way I adjust this, the point of interest on the same axis will also mirror it. So I can zoom and zoom out. Now if I want to look at the attributes of my actual camera, I can hit A twice on the keyboard, and it'll give me my attributes. I can get my zoom, which will act exactly like a zoom would in a real camera. And then I could turn on depth of field. Now when I do this, it's going to cause whether parts of my foreground or parts of my background become blurred while others will remain sharp. This is a great effect to really make an animation or video really pop. So right now I have my depth of field turned on, but you don't see that much really change. What I need to do is I can adjust my focal distance, which is where the area that will remain sharp will be. I'm also going to increase the amount of blur. So if I want it to be even blurrier, I can also adjust the aperture right here. This is going to switch to one view right now. So you can see right now my focus distance is right around where this building is and not where this character is. That's why he is blurred out and the background is sharp. So if I was to move this, there you go. And the trick is to make sure the focal distance is right where this character is. And you can see it's going to take a little bit to process the actual depth and the render for it. Since adding a depth of field will increase your render times, it's always good to, once you set it up the way you want, you can always just turn it off and still keep your settings. So this way you can animate if you still need to animate or make any adjustments. And then when you're ready to render, just go ahead and just turn it back on, and then you can render it on. Now this is way too much. So we just want maybe more of a subtle effect. Now of course with the lights and the depth of blur and the fact that this is a 3D landscape, it's going to take a while to render. So I'm going to just take it down just a little more, because we just want it to be more of a slight effect here. And there you go, that's some of the camera attributes. And now for this last tip when working with cameras is, let's go ahead and create a dolly zoom. And what a dolly zoom does is it helps create a very disturbing atmosphere kind of like scene. You do it by moving your camera forward or while zooming out, or while moving the camera backwards while zooming in. And I'll show you what this looks like. So what I'm going to do is keyframe the position, and then I'm going to move the camera in towards our character. Now I'm going to hit A twice on the keyboard so I can see my zoom parameters. I'm just going to hit a keyframe here and move back to where my other keyframe for my position was. So now as my camera zooms in, I'm just going to zoom out right here. And so we can RAM preview and see this effect, and now it kind of creates a very distorted look if we want a very disturbing looking scene to occur. So we want this very dramatic scene, maybe something's about to happen, maybe the character realizes something's wrong or something's very unsettling about this, maybe where he's located or what he just found out. And we can create this, and if we want to animate obviously a very look of surprise or very scared expression. And this same technique works obviously in real life cameras as well. So that's the last tip for camera work with this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.